Namaste everyone. Good evening. I hope you can all hear me now. I was not talking earlier, so some people were dropping messages that I can't hear. And I hope you can hear me now. So welcome to the Wake Up Call 2023 and wishing everyone a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi on behalf of the entire QLU Sangha. We are very happy to be conducting this program the second time. Last time we conducted this in 2021 and it was a 40-day program. Now it is a 9 days program and we have the first class by Dr. Newton Kondaviti, the founder of Banjara University. And let us all welcome him for the class today. Sorry for the slight delay. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Harika. It's so wonderful. Wonderful friends. Happy Vinayaka Chaturthi. Though you have some of us celebrated yesterday and some of us are continuing to celebrate today and for next 9 days till the Nimajjan immersion day. And it's such an auspicious moments for all of us as a citizen of Bharat Desh. And the Ganesha represents, so many things for us. Is a symbol of, everything like success, prosperity, and abundance, and spirituality, wisdom, whatnot. He is representing this divine force, represents for all of us something very, very special. So I'm very glad to see you all today. And we started this program called Wake Up Call last year. And the theme was waking up, just waking up at that time. Waking up from our deep slumber. Waking up from our laziness and waking up from several things. And today the theme, these 9 days, the theme is abundance, the state of abundance, claiming our birthright, called abundance, state of abundance. So all of us really would like to become very abundant beings, not lacking in anything. Nobody wants limitation because we are like that. We are, our soul, the God consciousness inside us always seeks abundance because our soul is the abundant. There is no limitations for the soul. It is vast, unlimited, and it has all the capacities. It has all the wisdom. It is beyond time, space, beyond expression. So every soul is abundant. Only thing is physicalizing, manifesting that abundance in the physical plane. If we can live as an abundant being in the physical plane, then it brings fulfillment. So many of us think that abundance means only money, in terms of money. Even though many people are billionaires or millionaires, crorepati's, but still they have poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness. They still feel lack consciousness. They don't feel full inside. They're so dissatisfied with what they have. I tell a story about a quarryman who breaks the stones, who attends to this work day and night. Sometimes in the hot summer days also he has to work so that he can eat well. Otherwise he will go hungry. So he thought, if I am a businessman, a rich man who is earning money, who has all the comforts, luxury, who has, all the meals, all the 3 meals per day, then my life would be great. I'll be very, very satisfied. So an angel appears and says, oh, you are asking, you are requesting, you are wishing, intending to be a businessman. So be it. Tathastu. Then he became a businessman. He has a very good apartment and on a high-storied building on a top floor he is residing. One day, he was looking down from the top of the building, from his window of the apartment, and then he saw there's a queen who is going in a procession. Many people are following, followers are there. Then he thought, I would like to become a royal person, like a king. Then there will be so many people attending to me. Then an angel appears. Angel says, so be it. You want to become a king? Let it be. So he becomes now a king. So the king is also, one day, he looks at the hot sun, and sun is burning everyone and burning him too. And then thought, oh, sun is shining all the time. I'm dissatisfied being a king. If I am a sun, if I become a sun, a radiant, bright sun in the sky, then my life will be great. I'll be very satisfied. He becomes now, the angel appears and makes him turn into a sun. So he is now a sun. He's happy temporarily. And then he looks at the cloud. The cloud appears on the desert land, and there the cloud is preventing the sun to reach down the earth. So now he thought, cloud is more powerful than the sun. And he wanted to become a cloud. Then angel appears, says, so be it. Let it be. Tathastu. He becomes now a cloud. So after that, he sees that there is a stone, there is a big rock, which is not being affected. Every creature is getting affected except the stones, a big boulders. With the rain that is falling. He thought the rock is more powerful than the rain and the cloud. I would like to become a rock. Angel appears, so be it. Tathastu, he becomes now a rock. Then he finds a quarryman who breaks the stones. He works in the quarry and he's breaking the stone. He thought, I have to become the quarryman because he's more powerful than the stone. Finally, he comes back to his original form. He's satisfied then. So, dear friends, many people are always dissatisfied with what they have already. There's so much of dissatisfaction, unhappiness about their state of being, who they are and what they are. So today I'll be talking about this theme. Abundance is our birthright. Let's talk about the state of, abundance. What is this state of being an abundant being? So who can be called as an abundant being? So like a holistic abundance, not in terms of money. In India, we talk about Ashta Lakshmis, Ashta Aishwaryas. So even if you have a lot of money, you have difficult, painful relationships, then you will be suffering. You will be not feeling your abundance at all. Even though you have lots of money, you don't have enough health, well-beingness, then you will not really appreciate your money or abundance. So we know that all of us have experienced that. Even though we have so much of money, but still we lack, we can't connect to it, the just money and abundance, prosperity in terms of money. So money is just only one of the aspects of abundance. We need to have enough money, but there is no limit to how much we want to have. So many people have such desires and greed. I want to become millionaire. After millionaire, they want to become billionaire. And after becoming billionaire, there is no end to it. Multi-billionaire, even though it is never satisfying. We have that basic dissatisfaction in the physical plane. I remember what Paramahamsa Yoganandaji talks in many of his books. He talks about materially material contentment and spiritual discontentment is a very good state. You need to be dissatisfied about your spiritual evolution, spiritual growth. That acts like an impetus, like a trigger. Oh, I need to meditate. I need to learn. I need to progress spiritually. But materially, we need to feel contentment. So, before we manifest anything in the outside plane, like an external abundance, physical abundance, financial abundance, we need to recognize this state of abundance within us, inside us, in our own inner being. Many of us, even though you attract temporarily all abundance, but along with abundance, all the challenges will come. Many challenges will come. You open the portal of Lakshmi Mata, Lakshmi Devi. You get a lot of money. Along with it, so many challenges will come. And you will not know how to face the challenges. You feel, oh, I don't want money now. Thieves are going to come and income tax people, and all people will become jealous. And people who are very friendly with you will not speak now. With money, so many things will come. That's why what is most important is we need to have the experience of inner abundance before we attract the outer abundance, because then you can hold that abundance or whatever prosperity or whatever the challenge, everything you can hold it. You can, face everything that comes along with physical abundance. It's so important. If you only want Lakshmi Mata, Lakshmi Devi into your home, she will not stay for a long time. One day she leaves. But if you welcome Saraswati Mata first, along with Saraswati Mata, Lakshmi Mata will come. Naturally, she will stay with, both are, good twins, like twin aspects. So it's so important, first, the inner abundance. Atma Gyan, or whatever that spiritual growth that you achieve. That's the most essential thing. Because every other treasure that we accumulate, we earn, it will go away. It will not be staying forever. But one treasure which will not go away, even though the time passes by and you reach to your deathbed, and even after death, it will stay with you, is this inner treasure. The wisdom, the spiritual growth that you achieve, the state of being that you achieve, that stays with you. So I'd like to mention about particularly this master, Ananda Karunesh. Some of you might have read this book. What's the name of the title? Harika,
Thousand Seeds of Joy.
1,000 Seeds of Joy. 1,000 Seeds of Joy by Ananda Karunesh. Thank you. And in that particularly, he channeled a lot of information about the deities and goddesses. He speaks about Lakshmi Devi and Saraswati Devi and Parvati Devi. So Parvati Devi represents meditation. She is all the energy. Parvati Mata is the energy, the Kundalini Mata, Kundalini Shakti. And so through meditation only that energy gets activated. The Sushumna Nadi gets activated. And Saraswati Mata represents all the wisdom. So this meditation that we practice, Parvati Mata is helping us to the energy to reach to our Agya Chakra, our third eye. From here we get all the wisdom of the soul, not the intellectual, just book reading, bookish wisdom, or just listening to the pravachans. Theoretical knowledge will not help. To one extent it will help, but beyond that, your swanipal, your own experiences of your soul, that you gain through practice. You get all that by opening your third eye, the wisdom eye. And Ananda Karunesh ji talks about, Lakshmi Mata also. What is Lakshmi Mata representing? Lakshmi Mata representing service. When you are doing service, all that, whatever that you don't need to even ask, money will flow. Lakshmi Mata will become very happy. And money flows to you with service. You may be working in an office, you may be rendering your services as a doctor, maybe an engineer, maybe you are a government employee. But if you are doing your service, you are able to serve. The quality of your service, it attracts Lakshmi Mata. Lakshmi Mata's attention will be on you. Particularly, spiritual service is known as the highest service because you are making others to cross the cycle of birth and death. Janana Marana Chakra, you are breaking that, you are helping in that way. So spiritual service is called highest. So Lakshmi Mata definitely will come. So this is something very, very beautiful. You may get inspired just like me by reading this book, 1,000 Seeds of Joy by Ananda Karunesh ji. So, dear friends, what is this inner state of abundance? How can we recognize it? What lets us know that I am experiencing abundant state? Irrespective of whatever the conditions that are around you. Maybe you live in a poor hut, but you can be very abundant. You may be wearing very torn clothes, but you can still be an abundant being. It's nothing to do with your clothes, nothing to do with your position, your status, or your bungalow, or house you are residing. So it is the state in which you are positioned. Your beingness is positioned. The stance of your consciousness that you achieve. Many of us, we always, when something hits us in the physical plane, immediately we are doomed. Immediately we go low states. Immediately we feel lack, we feel scarcity, we feel poverty consciousness. Immediately, oh, very bad. We feel sad and all that. But with sadhana, with the practice, one can achieve that state of consciousness where you are, in spite of all whatever is happening around you. In relationships, there's some trouble, but still you are like a mountain. Finances is gone, there's bankruptcy, but still you are an abundant being. You are shaken up in the physical plane, but still you are unshakable in the like a mountain. You are positioned in your inner being as an abundant being. You are not identified with what's happening around you, but you are identified with a new identity within you. It is called soul consciousness, God, divine consciousness within you. It is so essential, dear friends. That's why this theme we selected. It's not just money. To get money is easy. It's not really difficult. But can you become really, really joyful after having all the money? You work so hard and earn so much money, many years of your hard work, but still the same dissatisfaction will be there. The same misery will be there, same suffering will be there. We can't be called as abundant being. The true abundance is the spiritual abundance. This is the theme, dear friends. But of course, financial abundance also is one of the things. After you achieve this inner state of abundance, then you will attract everything. You become a big magnet. Unasked, unintentionally, unintended, everything manifests for you. Everything comes to you. Ideally, this is good. This is really good state. But we were taught differently. We are conditioned from childhood, from birth onwards. We watch our parents struggling about money, and our parents also will tell you, you must earn money. From childhood, we are programmed that way. We are not taught about how to stay joyfully, how to live with such joy and happiness. We were not given these ideas at all. So if we look at the human society, everyone is running, and all the time running after money. But so much dissatisfaction. Even after earning 1 crore, 10 crores, still they don't have peace. Actually, they till then less money, they live more peace. But after having money, they feel completely messed up. They can't even have sleep. So money is only one of the aspects of abundance. So dear friends, Hanuman Chalisa, when we chant, we come across one particular line. Ashtasiddhis, about the Ashtasiddhis and Navanidhis. Ashtasiddhi and Navanidhis. Navanidhi Pradhata. There is a word that's used. So he's the bestower of all the Navanidhis. Hanuman is a great portal. Anjaneya Swami is a great portal of energy. Marut Pavan, and is the bestower of Navanidhis, Ashtasiddhis, and because he got all of them through his practice, he reached to that state of beingness, such an immortal being who is residing before Treta Yuga till now. So this is the real treasure, friends. If you have to get the Ashta Aishwaryas. Ashta Aishwaryas will come through sadhana, through practice in meditation. Like Anima, Lagima, Mahima, Garima, Prakti, Prakamyam, Ishatvam, Vashatvam, all the 8 siddhis. Not that we are going to demonstrate it to people. It's not for, gaining the ego or more popularity in becoming a celebrity with Ashtasiddhis. No, it is our natural, fruits that we get with our consistent, regular practice of meditation. And Navanidhis, which is mentioned in the scriptures that there are Navanidhis, 9 nidhis, Mahapadma and Padma, and the name of the tortoise, there's one more, it's called Kachapa. Tortoise, in that name there's one nidhi, and Makara, Shankha, Mukunda, and Neela, and Karva. So Ashtasiddhis and Navanidhis. So these are the inner treasures. They do open up even the outer treasures too for you. You will attract. You don't need to run after anything. Then when you are an inner abundant being, everything runs towards you. So first, whatever that we are intending, we need to get it in our inner being, inner self. Whether it is relationships, whether it is harmonious, radiant relationships, or health, or it is prosperity, whether it is happiness or success in life, everything you need to succeed in your inner plane. Everything begins in you. So our inner state of abundance can be recognized by our own selves. We have such a deeper connection with our own selves. Many of us are disconnected from our own selves. We are connected outside. We do not know who we are. And we try to know the outer world through telescopes and through microscopes and through all the scientific gadgets that we have, but we do not know who we are really. So essential to know who we really are. Who is this fellow who is living here in the physical plane using all the five sensory perceptions and using this mind and walking, talking, and doing all the things? Who is this fellow inside, residing in this body? We need to know that fellow. If we know that consciousness inside us, then you got the key. You got the inner state of abundance. Everything else is so transient and temporary, friends. Everything disappears. Everything that we outwardly, that we build so many things, and it will all go away. They will not be permanent. But this will be permanent within you once you achieve it. So let's all, look at that. The more what's going to stay with you always. If we can reach to that state of being, then we have really, really succeeded and achieved in our own selves. So, dear friends, not that I'm discouraging you about, finances and working towards your projects and attracting physical financial abundance. I'm not discouraging you, but I'm telling you to even focus first on your own self. First, inner abundance. This attracts the outer abundance. That is the main sutra and the principle. And the second important thing that I want to talk about is, from childhood, we have intended so many things. Some of the things we could manifest. Many things we could not manifest. Nobody wants to experience ill health, but you intend for health, but still ill health, sickness is there. Nobody wants to suffer in their relationships, but still there's something that happens in relationships and we have troubled relationships. And we all have seen that. Many of us have seen that. So we don't want to experience certain things. In spite of that, we are experiencing, we are attracting certain things which are creating limitations for us. Why it is like that? What is the reason? Spiritually, in the spiritual circles, we talk that we create our own reality. A big caption. We create our own reality, adbhavam tadbhavati. But why we are not seeing it in the practically in the physical plane? Oh, did I create sickness? Did I only mess up all my relationships? Did I, attract something, a lack condition in my life? Poverty conditions. So it's my own creation. I intended something, conscious mind intended something, but something else happened. Sometimes we wonder why it is like that. Whatever I am intending, it's not happening. Something else is happening. We need to know that many of us, we have great fear in us. We have inner resistance in us. Deep down within us, we feel, I don't deserve. We lack self-worth. We lack self-appreciation. We lack self-confidence. And there is a huge resistance. When we lack all these things, in the conscious plane, we try to compensate it with overdoing it outside. So those who don't appreciate themselves, they seek appreciation from outside. Everyone appreciate me, praise me, give me compliments. But still, even those compliments, appreciations will not reach you, touch you deep inside your heart, because you have not appreciated yourself. Even though we achieve many things, awards, rewards, and successes, anything, but still we feel unworthy. We don't feel that achievement, the joy of that achievement, because we have that undesirability very deeply programmed inside us. So, dear friends, this lack of desirability, lack of self-appreciation, lack of self-confidence is all because lack of self-knowingness, because we do not know who we are. We have not really connected to our deeper self. We do not know who we really are. If we are only in the peripheral consciousness and with this creature brain that we have, this neuronal system with the reptilian brain, it has its own voice. It tells us that you are not safe. People are out to get you. There's a danger. Don't trust anyone in the physical plane. They will betray you. They will leave you. They will not support you. All that, this creature brain, this reptilian brain. But if you are able to connect beyond your brain, beyond your neuronal system, beyond your mind, your consciousness, your soul, then you are connected to yourself. From that place, you have self-appreciation. There is self-knowingness. You know who you are. Without that, our life will be so incomplete. First time I heard this word from the book Louis L. Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, Love Yourself and Heal Your Life. Very popular book. Millions have read that around the globe. So about prosperity consciousness. She talks about prosperity consciousness. Really like that word. Versus poverty consciousness. Many of us, we have such poverty consciousness, lack consciousness, because we do not know who we are. So we can look at our own self-observe in many situations of our life. Then we can really recognize how much of prosperity consciousness quotient we have achieved. how much of poverty consciousness quotient we have. Many of us, it's more than 70% poverty consciousness because we're too much identification outside. We are defined by our limitations. There's a definition of us. Our identity in the physical plane is based on the limitations that we go through. That identity is so much crystallized here. We do not know about the real identity inside us. Identity which is untarnished, uncorrupted, undisturbed. The soul, the eternal energy, consciousness entity that's all the time within us. That is the real identity, the real self. So abundant consciousness is that identification within us is beyond physical identity. Once we achieve that identity, once we know that we are spiritual beings living in this human flesh body, seeking all the human experiences here, it is completely different. So for that, practice is needed. Sadhana is needed. There are many challenges in the physical plane that will come. There are dramas. One drama is over, another drama begins. The emotional dramas will never end. The temptations. One day you decide that I will do this. I will make a sankalpa. I will meditate every day 2 times. But after a few days, we give up because there's much more temptation from outside. It's more tempting. We need to have that impeccability, unbending intent and impeccability. Unbending intent. The word, I like this word from Carlos Castaneda. He uses this word from shamanic literature. So unbending intent. When we intend something, no going back. Sunbending is moving forward with that intention, taking action, putting into action. Not just only intending and planning and all that, but implementing it. So, dear friends, let's all intend that to achieve this prosperity consciousness. If you are really creating a joyful state within yourself, nobody is stopping us reaching out this inner joy. This joy is always accessible, available to all of us. Who is preventing us to reaching to the inner joy? Maybe the person has cancer, but who is stopping the person to reach to the inner joy? The person may be having body pains, but still, who is preventing us to reaching to the inner joy? Nobody is stopping us. If we are identified with the physical body, physical life, we can't reach to the inner joy. Go within, disidentify, temporarily watch, witness the body, physical life. There's a sage by name Ramana, Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi, my great inspiration master. Recently, I was there in the Arunachalam, did parikrama on full moon night, 14 kilometers walk around. So this master is such an inspiration. He has cancer, sarcoma, it's a cancer of the muscle on his thigh. And He never got identified with it. And one of the disciples is a surgeon. He said, I can't see. There's so much might have, Bhagavan, you might have so much pain. I will do something. Then Bhagavan Raman Maharshi said, okay, you want to do surgery, do it, but don't give anesthesia. He's beyond anesthesia. Without anesthesia, he performed and surgery on him. He removed that thigh sarcoma. Whatever that need to be done, he has done. So he never identified. He's always joyful. Because innerly, he reached to that abundant state. He is an enlightened master, master of masters, self-realized being. So, dear friends, first we need to reach to that state. You may ask me, have you reached this state? You are speaking about this inner abundance. I think so. Because I'm mostly joyful. I retain that joy all the time. Even though there are challenges, problems, and day-to-day life, all that, everything is there, but still the joy is not going. I'm observing whether this joy disappears one day, then I will know that I need to do some inner work. But still it is there. So I can talk about this state of being abundant. Irrespective of what's happening around me, around us, we can always connect to that inner abundant state. Your body may go through many challenges, in the physical life, there could be many challenges, but you can connect to that stream of consciousness in the background, which is all the time is there. The Satchidananda, someone has put in the chat box. That's beautiful word. Satchidananda state. Eternal bliss, eternal joy, eternal consciousness. Consciousness which is unbounded, unlimited, which is beyond expression. All definitions will fail to define what is that consciousness. So that is our goal. That is our goal. All of us, actually, we come here for that. Even though there are challenges here, we want to experience that abundant state. Remember who we are. Then everything comes to you. You magnetize everything. So I was talking about this first principle called inner abundance attracts outer abundance. The second principle, the inner resistance prevents you, sabotages all your whatever intentions, whatever you want to manifest in your life. Inner resistance sabotages all that creations of you. There's a huge resistance in us. You want something and at the same time you do not want something. We are in a double bind. Because conscious mind wants it, but subconsciously you have fear. We have fears. So these 9 days, there are so many beautiful topics that we will be talking about. All aspects of like a beliefs, how beliefs affect our state of abundance, or even financial abundance, how it creates lack conditions, and particularly spiritual beliefs. Many spiritual beliefs we have, all that we'll be talking about. So inner resistance, we can easily recognize it. looking at our own life, we can understand that there is a resistance in us. We are offering so much resistance to create something. Even though you wanted it, at the same time you don't want it, there's a huge resistance. There's a productive thought that you produce, generate in your mind, intend something. There is a counterproductive thought which bounces you back. It will pushes you back. It repels you back. It's just like there's a scientist who has studied about relationship patterns, and in 1960s, around 1960s, 70s, around that time, they formed a kind of a nice body of knowledge. They understood that there are 4 kinds of attachment styles, right from the mother's womb to when we are born. There's something called secure attachment style, where we feel very safe because parents are around us, and as children we have experience all the time the love, care, attention, and it's like a paradise, and we have experienced all that with our parents. But some of us have experienced differently. For example, there's a pattern called anxious attachment pattern, anxious attachment style. So children who are, given all the love and care, but the mother suddenly she has to go someplace. Our father goes to office, will not show up, will not come back immediately. The child becomes anxious. There's an ambivalence. So far, my parents are available and suddenly they are going away. How can I rely on them? Will become very anxious. So in the relationships, they have developed this pattern, very anxious, whether this person really going to stay with me or one day this person leaves me. Because what sets up as an imprint, which is imprinted at a very younger age in the womb to first 3 years, that imprint will be recreating your template of your whole life. Some have fearful avoidant pattern. This is another attachment style that we have, very fearful. Children who have experienced very great fear because either parents are very dominating parents, you're beaten, scolded, dominated, you're never given to choose anything, you're powerless and you're choiceless. Or else parents who completely they're away from the child. Child is exposed to all kinds of dangers around. Then we develop this kind of attachment style at a very younger age. So based on, and the 4th one is it is something related with avoidant attachment style. One is anxious, secure attachment style, and then fearful attachment style, and the avoidant. So all of them, they sets up your template for the whole life. So there's so much huge resistance, friends. Inside us, there is resistance, which is programmed in us. We think, oh, I am okay. Conscious mind says affirmation and positive thinking and all that, but deep subconsciously, there's a resistance, huge resistance, mistrust. There's so much of mistrust, which is programmed in us at a very younger age. What sets us free from all these patterns, all these imprints, whatever that we are conditioned from younger age, is knowing ourselves. One stroke, master stroke. Only one thing that sets us free is knowing yourself. That's all. Only one remedy, one antidote. Your third eye need to be awakened, opened. With this, you will know yourself. We will laugh at our own selves, our childhood memories and drama, pain, and all that, the different attachment styles. We laugh at our own selves. So, because there are false identities we have created, the real identity is still waiting for us, inside us. When this fellow is going to return home, when this fellow will be coming back home, come back home, and this fellow is going to know this grand, magnificent self. This fellow inside us is waiting. The soul is waiting for us. So it's so important, friends. On daily basis, we need to invest our time. Not that we need to neglect the outside world. It's fun to live with our friends and go to job and do all that, but invest some time, powerful time need to be given to our own selves, where you explore yourself, who is residing in this body. Then one day, the fruits of it we will appreciate. We will really enjoy those fruits of our self-discovery. I must tell you about this concept. So when we are meditating till Vishuddha Chakra, we will be only like living in the duality. Till your fifth chakra, Vishuddha Chakra, Shuddhi Chakra. Because you identify with the Jivatma. I am a Jivatma living in this physical plane, the duality and good, bad, right, wrongs. We are totally in the middle, sandwiched, and a lot of suffering, a lot of pain. We judge others, we judge ourselves, we abandon others, we abandon ourselves, we are betrayed by others, we betray our own self, or we betray others also. So many things will happen because till here, Vishuddha Chakra, this is the duality. Once we cross above to this plane, third eye, the eye of seeing, then you are beyond duality. You are no more in the realm of duality, polarity. It won't affect you. So you might have listened to many times the stories of Samudra Manthan, churning of the ocean. And everyone wants Amrit. They want to live forever. Devatas and Rakshas. And initially halahal came, poison came, and Shiva, Master Shiva, Lord Shiva, he drank that halahal, kept it in his throat. It is a beautiful, metaphor or symbolic in a symbolic language, there is a deep meaning to it. It's like every Shiva is none other than a meditator, a sadhak, a practitioner. Because we're all Shivas. Some Shivas not yet awakened, some Shivas are awakened. We all have Shiva Tattva. And here in the Vishuddha, we need to process. It's a Suddhi. Suddhi happens here. Purification. All the duality related to duality and polarity. It happens here. And first halahal comes. All the poison comes. We need to have tolerance, patience, and hold it. Don't spit it out. Don't throw it on others. Project it out. Don't swallow it. If you swallow it, it will be harming you. But instead, you hold it and purify it. Vishuddha purifies everything. That's why a meditator learns to witness everything. Neither pushes it away nor clings to something. He is in the middle. He is in a witness state. And we are witnessing, suddenly you are transported to beyond duality, beyond five elemental nature. You are in the third eye. This third eye, you will get all the gifts. So in the Samudra Manthan story, many gifts came up from that churning of the ocean, like Akshaya Patra. Means anything will be multiplied in that vessel, everything will be multiplied. All the gold will be multiplied, everything will be multiplied. It's a surplus, overflow, exuberance that comes out. And the second is Kamadhenu, Kalpa Vruksha. Whatever that you intend, under the Kalpa Vruksha, anything that you intend, it will happen. Kamadhenu, all your desires will be fulfilled. It's a portal. This is a portal of abundance, friends. Third eye is a portal of abundance. You really reach to the very great abundance state here. Third eye. And then you will get even other things. With the third eye, Amrut, finally Amrut. There are almost 16 things came up when this churning process happened. 16 gifts came, it seems, in the story. They're all really, a meditator can really receive it. And Amrit finally came. Amrit is knowing about your deathless, immortal nature of the soul. Not that you are going to live in this physical body for thousands of years. Though it is possible, nobody wants to. Unless we have a strong purpose, we don't want to stay in this physical planet for thousands of years. Like Mahatar Babaji is ageless because there's a strong divine purpose why this master is residing in this physical body for a long time. Otherwise, this Amrit is nothing but your soul nature. You recognize that you are an immortal soul. Your soul never dies. Then we know our soul from here, the third eye. We witness our own self. Not the personality, but whoever is residing inside us, the consciousness which is running this apparatus, this body, making our sensory organs to work, the intelligence to work, the buddhi to work, or the manas to work, all that. It's the soul. That soul will be revealed to us. This is inner abundance state. From here, You don't need to even intend. I want money. I want a good husband. I want this. I want that. You don't need to even intend everything. Whatever is in store for you, best for you will be coming to you. It will be at your doorsteps. This is really important, friends, to know this principle. What a treasure that we have here. A big treasure. Third eye is a big treasure, friends. Our sadhana practice that we do in meditation, it culmination of point is opening of the third eye. Not that we will be seeing like watching the movies. It's not only that. This is the great wisdom center, non-duality. It's the beyondness that we understand, not from a mind, not just from our intellect, from buddhi. It is beyond that. Our soul has three attributes. Sarva Vyapakata. Sarva Vyapakata in Sanskrit means it is all pervasive, means all expansive. It's everywhere. The soul can be, though soul is residing here, soul is actually everywhere. Beyond time, space. Every time, every space is occupying actually. Because the soul is none other than not separate from the Paramatma. Paramatma is residing as Jivatma in the body. So this soul consciousness is Sarva Vyapakata, number one. Second, Sarva Samardhata means we have every capacity. Soul has every capacity, everything in it. All powerful, omnipotent. It has every power. Very powerful. And third thing is Sarvagnata. Sarvagnata means all-knowing self. Soul knows everything. All the secret mysteries of the universe, how the creation, because soul was never born and never going to die. It's never born, it's always there. From the beginnings, maybe from our own science, we talk about 6 million years of human evolution, how every species is created, all that our scientist speaks about it. But it's beyond actually. We were there, even much beyond. There's timeless. Soul is never born and never dies. It's always there. And it knows about entire creation. That is Sarvagnata. These are the attributes of the soul. So if we know about this soul, then you are abundant being. You are abundant being. So now, how to know this soul? Not from books, not from listening to any guide or guru or teacher or any senior. No listening will make you experience that. And only by our own sincere practice. This mind need to be dropped. Antar Mauna Sthiti. Chitta Vritti Nirodha Sthiti. Chitta Vritti Nirodha Sthiti means we need to reach to that thought-free state of mind. Even all the vrittis of the subconscious mind is completely gone, extinguished. That state, it happens in dhyana state, meditation state, only meditation. Rituals, we enjoy that because in the duality, there's beauty in the rituals, but rituals will not make us experience that. We need to journey inside, close our eyes and go within, stopping the monkey mind. With consistent, regular practice, we will reach to that state. Practice is needed. Every day, we need to take out some time, maybe an hour, 2 times or 3 times, morning, afternoon, evening practice. Everyday practice is so important. Because as humans, we need a rhythm. Once we build the rhythm, then it's much easy. That's why for the practice, this regularity, regular practice, and also developing that rhythm, we will actually one day, we will be able to reach to that state. For example, you are boiling water in a kettle. Suddenly you switch off the kettle, all the hot water will become cool again. Again you will switch on. So there must be a minimum time that we need to practice meditation till a boiling point is reached. A simple logic. We meditate 10 minutes. By the time your thoughts are completely gone, you are reaching to recognizing the inner silence. By the time you open your eyes, you will not reaching the boiling point. So minimum time, minimum 40 minutes. According to rate, that many minutes. Even sometimes we're going a little more, 1 hour, maximum 3 hours. We don't need to really leave our job, leave family and responsibilities, nothing. Lahiri Mahasaya, great master, who is the guru of Swami Teshwara Ji. Daytime he used to work in his office. Nighttime he used to meditate. Till his retirement, he did that. He reached to such pinnacles of spiritual heights. Great heights he reached, my great master Lahiri Mahasaya. So it's all excuses that, oh, I don't have much time, I'm very full of work and hectic schedules and all that. It's all excuses. Those who would like to really practice, want to know themselves, time is always there. We create time. This time is allotted for meditation, then sincerely do it. Even though your monkey mind struggles. But one day you will reach, your mind will be so empty. The fruits of your practice will come to you at that point in time. So, 40 days minimum practice, dear friends. Why 40 days is Mandala Diksha. Mandala, we say in India that we do a lot of Diksha, like Vratas also. For example, I am in Mauna Vrat. We don't speak a word for 20 days, 21 days, or 40 days, minimum time, so that anything that we practice brings certain results to us. That's why we will not give up in between. If you break this practice in the middle, for example, 10th day you skip, start from the beginning again. Again, for extend it for 10 more days, like 40 days. So in that way, one day you will really reach to that abundant nature of you. So this is such auspicious time, the Vinayaka Chaviti, Vinayaka Chaturthi, and Ganesha, this master, this Lord, is none other than the Parabrahma Swarupam. The Parabrahma. Even there are some stories, will be so confused when we listen to these stories, but it is so true. And the marriage between Parvati Mata and Lord Shiva was performed by Mahaganapati. How can the son perform because he is not born? How can these stories are so interesting in Ganesh Purana? It is written. Why? Because Adi Parashakti. Parashakti is the all-pervading energy. The Parashakti wanted to manifest, took the form of Mahaganapati. It was Mahaganapati. After that, Mahaganapati has taken birth as son of, Mata Parvati and Lord Shiva. But he told one criteria before he is born. He said, I will not be born through normal, like a birth process, but I will be created. I will just manifest. So the stories we know, rest of the story we know. How Parvati Ma created with her, whatever the, flour that she used for bath powder. With that, she made a kind of idol, and also from the Mother Earth element. And we know that story. So there are two forms of Ganapati, Ganesha. So Mahaganapati is all-pervading energy, consciousness, Parabrahma Swarupam. So that's why in India, everyone wants, likes, and loves Ganapati Master, Mahaganapati. We really rejoice and celebrate like a big festival for all of us. Why? Because this is such a portal of energy. And for everything that we start and begin with, we in India, we always say Om Ganapataya Namaha, Ganeshaya Namaha. We chant, Vinayaka's name, Ganesha's name, and then we start the work, anything that we do. So it's such an auspicious time that we are, these 9 days, we will be really delving into such a beautiful topic, one of the very, very important topics, with practical utility, practical applications in our life. So abundant state, all aspects of abundance. Our aim is to reach to holistic abundance, not just only one aspect of abundance. Maybe some people have everything, but they don't have time. They say, I don't have time. They lack abundance of time. They have everything else. They always complain there's no time. They're rushing. They're always no time for family, no time for play, no time for joy, no time for fun, no time for meditation. So abundance in all aspects, holistic abundance is what we are all actually aiming at. First, spiritual abundance, and then we manifest, we recreate our spiritual abundance in the physical plane and experience that in all aspects. So this is our aim, dear friends. So let's meditate for few minutes. It's a good thing. I was speaking so much, and let's meditate, and then we will also take some sharings from you. Just connecting through the silence, all of us, we will be uh, observing that inner silence. By watching the breath, you sit in a comfortable posture, because this is the most beautiful method that I learned from my guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. So, Anapana-sati meditation. Simple practice, not difficult. In a comfortable posture, you need to join your two hands together, clasp your hands in hands, and fingers into fingers, closing your eyes. If you are wearing your spectacles, you can remove them because we are with eyes closed. Then notice your in-breath and your out-breath. Incoming breath and outgoing breath. You'll be noticing it. Nothing else we'll be doing, just we'll be with our breath. We follow our breath. Inhalation and exhalation. In between the pause. Pause between a slight pause between inhalation and exhalation. We observe that natural, normal breathing rhythm. As we continue to observe the breathing, our mind naturally reaches to a thought-free state. Initially, thoughts may come and go. We'll be disidentifying, will not be running after the thoughts, but will be noticing the breath. We constantly notice the breath, even though thoughts may come and go. Keep observing the breath. And then slowly mind becomes empty and silence. Notice that whatever changes that happens when the mind is becoming empty and silent. Nothing else is required to do. Just be with your breath. Be still. Be a witness. comes. Last 3 more minutes. Let's connect to that observer in us who is observing the breath, observing the silence, noticing everything that's happening. What is that noticer in you? The observer in you. Last 3 minutes. That inner abundant being inside us who is beyond passion, beyond time, space, beyond definitions. 30 seconds more. Just bring back this connection that you had experienced with yourself, with your breath, the joy of this connection with your own self. Into every cell of your physical body. Breathing, observing, with the joy of practicing awareness. A joy of inner abundant state of being. Five seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, my dear friends, you may just rub your palms, place them on your eyes for a few moments. And with a smile, you may open your eyes. Take your own time. That's wonderful. Welcome, friends. It's always beautiful to do a group meditation across cities in India. We are all connected virtually, energetically, and it's such a beautiful experience to practice group meditation. So I invite a few of you who would like to share a question, or could be anything that you resonated today that you can share about it. Because in QLU, we conduct so many programs. One of them recently that we launched last few months is Vanya Maitreya. Vanya Maitreya is a tree plantation. So we are actually planting trees with a different themes every time. For example, last previous month, we planted trees for the inner child in us. So, for example, some of us have some blocks, some imprint, some programming that's done, and we could plant trees. There are thousands of trees like that. This time, it's about ancestors, honoring our ancestors. So that's what this October 7th and 8th will be planting. It's open for everyone, friends. It's such a beautiful experience. So we are going to have the Sahasra Bilva Vanam. Bilva Vriksha is the most favorite for Lord Shiva. Lord Parameshwara likes Bilva Vriksha. And we were going to plant 1,000 Bilva Vriksha in a beautiful garden. We call it as Sahasra Bilva Vanam, ancestral garden. Honoring all our ancestors, we're going to plant those trees. For example, departed loved ones and name of our grandfather, grandmother, our ancestors, we are going to plant these trees. Such a joy to do that. QLU welcomes all of you. Whoever can make it, you can join. It's open to everyone. The next thing is that's coming up is Soul Coach Transformation Program in English. It's happening in December. Telugu, it's in November, but English, it is in December. So it's also going to happen in Hindi language in February. It's 10-day program, and it's a very transformational program. We really enjoy this program so much because many give the feedback how transformational this program is. And you can note down all the dates, and Harika can help you with whatever queries you have. Later, you can check with the website. You can contact us. So, dear friends, anybody would like to interact, share, you're most welcome.
Riddhi has registered.
Yeah. Riddhi ji, you can unmute.
Yes, sir. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi.
Thank you, and same to you.
Sir, Gujarat is waiting for you.
Yeah. So, thank you for the invitation. Gujarat is waiting for us. Definitely, we will read.
Yes. Every day in office, one particular person asks me when Newton sir comes. We are also waiting.
Thank you for the invitation. We will make it. We will also manifest. Maybe we are waiting for something, some works to be completed in QLU Campus. We will definitely will make it.
That's totally fine, sir. And sir, I want to just share with you that I already working on this abundance. So now I can relate this when I'll skip something, and when I'll what things that stop me to progress to reach the state of abundance. So the ratio is, you feel that 80-20. Now the prosperity was 80 and poverty was 20. I reached that ratio, that 50-50.
Wow, 80-20 now, prosperity.
Yes,
80.
yes, the path is little bit more, but now with the guidance of your, I'll reach very easily.
That's wonderful, Riddhi ji. That's wonderful.
Thank you, sir, for being there in my life. Thank you.
You wonderful. Best wishes to you.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. And next, Harika.
Rajatji, can you please turn on your camera?
Yeah. Unmute. Yeah.
Pradam sir, my name is Rajat. I
Yeah.
have completed SCTP program in Hindi first batch,
Hmm.
and it's very great experience. I was there in QLU, and I have completed the first semester as well as second semester. SCTP program is so amazing. I have completed the program, and I was very happy for that program you brought for us, and I'm very lucky that I was a part of that SCTP Hindi first batch.
Wow. That's one.
Yes, sir. I have a question to ask, sir. Sir, you have achieved self-realization, and how does it feel after achieving self-realization? And that's my question.
Oh, that's a very beautiful question. So I remember one Zen quotation, Zen saying, Zen masters, they say this. So before enlightenment, I chop the wood and carry water. After enlightenment, I chop the wood and carry water. We will be doing the same. Physically, we are the same, but something quality of our life, our quality of consciousness shifts. The depth of our connection with life is completely different. The depth in which we connect to our own self will be totally different. So, more we are connecting with our own selves, more we connect with everyone around us. So, enlightenment, self-realization, all that we sometimes expect that, oh, something is going to happen, my life will be everything different after that. Actually, nothing really changes. You will be same surroundings, same house, same wife, same thing. But you are shifted. Even though wife will be nagging, wife will be hitting you, nothing changes. But now that hitting will really not hit you. And life challenges will come, but it will not really trouble you because you are that lotus which is bloomed from the mud.
Sir, during SCTP program, I did pranam to you and I hugged you. And during that period, I feel very happy and very sweet in this heart chakra in that particular time. And that last for around 3 hours, approx 3 hours. And I was feeling so very happy in this particular area in that time, sir. I'm so happy for that, sir.
Yes, because that's a beautiful human experience to share our love with our friends. Because we all have heart, a big heart, and we feel through the Anahata Chakra this connection with others, with our friends. So, particularly spiritual friends, we easily have that rapport and connection, and our heart chakra vibrates, it resonates. Thank you so much for sharing, Mr. Rajat.
Thank you, sir.
Pranam. Thank you. Next, Harika.
Kavitaji.
Namaste, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Kavitaji. Namaskar.
Happy Ganesh Chaturthi.
Thank you so much. Wish you happy Ganesh Chaturthi too.
So I am feeling blessed that I got connected to you somehow. So in 2000, I had started meditating in 2017, but after certain experiences, I had no guidance. I didn't know how to carry forward that, because due to experiences, I got so much fear. So it was of that state that I had to, I went for that PLR therapy with Dr. Tripti Jain in 2019. And there she told me that you are her mentor, and she has learned that therapy, she has got that teacher training from you. So from on that day only, I had thought that someday I will, I have Googled about you, but I thought someday I will meet you. And after that, I have left doing meditation, because she told that because you are unable to handle that cosmic energy, so you do yoga for some time and don't do meditate, because whenever I sit for meditation, I could feel entities and all those things. I don't know. And my family was so much disturbed that they thought, okay, what has happened to her? And they took me to doctor, and they I was given medicines and all that. But for 6 months only, that was the phase. And after that, I left medicines also. But that spiritual calling has initiated. So again, I started, whenever I used to sleep, I would not really sleep. I was conscious. I'm sleeping, but still I'm conscious. I'm into meditative state. So I didn't know whom to ask for. And every time I felt that मुझे कहीं जाना है, I need to go somewhere, but where? Means that all the time that troubled me. So again, I talked to her, Dr. Tripti, and she said, "Ki you tell yourself that the time आएगा, I will go, but अभी जो responsibility है, I am doing that. So let it be." Means she tried to how to guide myself. She told me that. Then I don't know how last year I got connected to Patriji's session, and Pitama Patriji, and I did the 28 days course of Shreyans Daga.
Yeah.
I got connected to him. From last 1 year, I am meditating on his all those meditations which he has given us. and following him. And the day I have stopped the meditation, or with the experiences which I have from last 2-3 years, I have stopped meditating, and then again I started with Sriyansh sir, and the experiences which I have stopped, from that stage only it started again, and I got to overcome all those fears. Everything's gradually got settled, and I means now I am so happy. Means all those state which was worrying me, again that came up on the surface, but then those got settled. But still, and I have went to Pyramid Valley also last month to attend his retreat. And then again, but there is one something here at the back of my neck. Some skin disease has appeared. Means after I have started meditation last year, and it was in my waist or hands also, then in my hip line also. It started increasing. I didn't take any medicine. I didn't see the doctor, as we are guided not to go to doctors. So, but everywhere it has settled. It is now fine. But here at the back of my neck, it is not going. It is getting self-healed. Then again it appears. Then again heals and appears.
Okay.
And that is little disturbing me. And currently you talked about that meditation, Vishuddhi Chakra, that point is about duality and all, and still that point. So currently in my meditation, I am experiences energy circulation here only.
Okay.
I am watching my breath, but it my attention comes here again and again. And sometimes it rotate, and then I get this geometric shapes. I see geometric shapes and this sign, infinity sign here.
Okay.
I don't know, but I sit and only I am just my awareness is with that shapes and all that. So I don't know what should I do.
Just observe, and we don't need to identify with all the experiences. They do come, but who is creating all these experiences? Who is the watcher in you? Who is observing? Who is experiencing all these experiences? We need to go to that experiencer in us. That is none other than your own consciousness.
Okay.
Everything settles there.
Okay.
Okay, because
So,
you have observed that your body is having some reactive state. There are some skin lesions which appeared and which is going away. And that's an experience that has come. You witnessed that, you watched that. The same way, whatever is happening, the geometric shapes, geometric pattern, if we try to analyze it, what is it? We will never understand those symbols. Why a person gets these symbols, nobody can interpret them. And instead, just watch those, whatever that's coming to you. And during meditation, just be a watcher and watch the watcher also. Notice that inside you, who is observing, experiencing all these things. That is connecting to your own self. You're doing excellent, Kavitaji. You could overcome many of your hurdles and challenges. You have found your very unique path.
okay. But sir, you told about service to giving service means Mahalakshmi is represents service. So I want to serve. I want to means Patriji also said ki ABC सीखे हो तो ABC सिखाओ. But I don't know how to. Means I have so much this camera consciousness. Means I have I somehow I got this guts to talk to you because I wanted to. I really wanted to.
Yeah.
So, but how to means I don't know how to move further. How to serve.
Serving.
Because
It could be anything, need not be only through Zoom classes, or it could be even Vriksha Seva. Planting trees also is a seva. Or it could be even teaching meditation to your neighbors is a seva. Even in a school, you are taking a meditation.
yes, I have talked to one government school, but somehow it is not happening. I have missed 2 schools I have talked, but somehow when I want to go on that day, some or the other thing appears and I can't go.
So you intended one day it happens, all that. You put your efforts in that direction. Because
Okay.
say
Yes, sir.
one is ready, they would like to share.
Yes,
There's
yes.
generosity that emerges in everyone from their exuberant consciousness. They want to share what the joy they found. They would like to share that. Thank you, Kavitaji. Wonderful sharing. Thank you.
Thank
And Harika, can you highlight someone?
Yes, sir.
So good evening.
Ming-Shi.
I just wanted to express my gratitude for a wonderful evening, specifically on Ganesh Chaturthi when obstacles are to be removed. You helped removing the obstacle. I have been running against time for last 6 months because of personal exigencies. And
Yeah.
the moment you said even abundance should be that yes on time frame, so that was hitting the nail. So that made my day, and I'm sure that is gonna help me a long way. Another aspect which you touched upon was the metaphor of Sagar Manthan. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Mukeshji, thank you for sharing. Thank you. So, dear friends, all of us, we will carry what touched us. And Mukeshji shared about the two important things that touched Mukeshji. The same way we're all going to take away from today, whatever the very, very important things that uniquely touched our hearts and our souls, because those are the very key points for you. And every day we do that. Every day we have at the same time 7 to 8:30 p.m. Today we exceeded on the first day, and sorry, and because some of you have other plans, but tomorrow onwards it will be on time. And Harika, anything else to share?
That's all, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us, for sharing your wisdom, for always being there for us. So thank you so much, friends, for joining this program. Please share with your family members, friends, and everyone. We still have so much space where anyone and everyone can join, whoever is interested. And if someone has missed this class, they can always watch it on our YouTube channel. We have 3 YouTube channels. One is for English, one is for Hindi, and the other for Telugu. So Dr. Newton has already shared about the Soul Coach Transformation Program. But there are also other programs like through our trainers, Ganesh and Preeti ji. They are conducting some other workshops, and Rashika ji is conducting a workshop on money and spirituality. We also have this program for all our Hindi speaking friends. Just like we have Soul Coach Transformation Program in 3 languages now, we also have this program Wake Up Call in Telugu, English, and Hindi. So right now, during this Ganesh Chaturthi period, 9 days, they are conducting this only in 2 languages. Telugu one will be in the early morning. English will be every day in the evening, 7 to 8:30. And the Hindi one will be during the Navratri time. So another auspicious occasion is waiting for us. And during that time also, we will have this theme. And please share with all your family members and friends that this opportunity is there. They can always register. Until then, they can join the English program if they are comfortable. And every Sunday, we have free transformational meditation classes, friends, on our YouTube. You can all even join on Zoom. So you're all most welcome. Every Sunday, we conduct these classes. Again, in 3 languages alternately. Once it will be in Telugu, once it will be in Hindi, then English, like that. So all of you are most welcome, and you can check our YouTube channel for more videos of Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, and other QLU trainers, Acharyas, and everyone. So, and of course, once again, we welcome you for the Vanya Maitreya program on October 7th and 8th. It's a weekend. So please do plan now itself, and we'll see you then. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Very good. See you all soon, friends. Thank you. Bye bye.